Today I want to talk to you about some books that focus on inclusion and seeing another person's perspective. So the first one I want to show you is Can I Join Your Club? This is basically the book about inclusion, and it's all about this duck, and he goes around to different clubs wanting to join, and he asks, can I join? And he always has something that he's trying to sell himself with. Like, he wants to join the Lions Club, and so he puts on this big bushy hat, kind of like a mane. And the lion's like, I see you have a mane, but can you roar like a lion? And so the lion tells him how, and he tries, and all he can get out is a quack. So the lion says, application denied. And he goes to the next one, the Snakes Club, and he goes to the Elephant Club, and all the time he gets denied. And so, in the end, he decides, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my own club, and I'm going to let lots of people in. So the tortoise comes up and says, can I join your club? And the duck says, well, let me see. Do you want to be in my club? And the tortoise says, oh, yes. And he says, application approved. And soon lots and lots of people join the duck club, and they call it our club, not the duck club. And everybody is happy because they are friends. So literally, the book about inclusion. This one is a great one for seeing another person's perspective. A Tale of Two Beasts is about this little girl who finds this beast in the forest, and she takes it home, and she tries to tame it, and she tries to make it her pet, and then it runs away. Then there's another side of the story. There's the beast side of the story, and he says, I was just minding my own business out in the forest, and here comes this beast. She attacks me and strangles me and puts all this stuff on me, and finally I escaped. But in the end, they learn how to be friends and notice that they don't have to try to force each other's wishes on the other. So it's a really good story. This one, Room on Our Rock, says there are two sides to every story. Once again, one about seeing another perspective. You read it this way, and it's all about how there's no room for the sea lions on the rock. And they can't get on, and they need to get on, but nobody will let me. They just say, go away. And then you get to the end, and it says, now turn around and read it backwards. And so then they read it, and they realize, or the other way you read it, is that everybody is trying to get them to come join them on the rock to escape this big wave that's coming, and they can make their rock their home as well. So, Room on Our Rock, it's a really, really nice one. This one is Boy. This is a good book about appreciating differences and including others, and also about seeing other people's perspectives. This is about a village, kind of like in medieval times, and the village has had this ongoing battle with the dragon that is just on the outskirts of the town. And so the king sends out his warriors, his soldiers, and they fight the dragon all the time, and it's just this big hairy deal. But then there's this little boy, and this little boy can't hear. And this little boy one day runs right into the thick of the battle because he can't hear what's going on, right? And they yell at him and they tell him to stop, but of course he can't hear. So finally, he tries to talk to them in sign language, and finally he asks, why are you fighting? So then they start talking. Well, he burned down, he says, he burned down our forest. And the dragon says, well, it wasn't my fault, I sneezed. And anyway, they begin to see one another's perspectives, and then everyone gets to be happy and content. And they all say thank you to the little boy. Finally, in this one, Upside Down Sid. Upside Down Sid is a boy boy in the shape of an egg, who sees the world or experiences the world upside down, and as long as he can remember he's been this way, everything and everyone has been the other way, and he feels terribly left out, until one day a group of friends makes an effort to be with him, and share experiences even though they're a different direction. And in the end, see, it's kind of windy where I'm at. In the end, they figure out how to get his furniture to work for him. So, it's all about seeing another person's perspective, including them, and taking a walk in their shoes. So, I hope you enjoy these books.